popular culture.
And when we come back, we'll show you a production of Romeo and Juliet, DC style.
You disturb our streets again, ever, you're alive.
Well, if you've ever thought Shakespeare is too highbrow to understand, then you haven't met Shakespeare's sister. It's Shakespeare for the masses. And the Shakespeare Sistah Theater Company is performing Romeo and Juliet this week in Washington at the Martin Luther King Library.
Both alike in dignity, and
Some of the language is the same, but then there's Tupac playing in the background. Shakespeare's original version unfolds in Verona, Italy. This contemporary one is set in D.C. There's even a scene on the metro.
This train will not move out of the station until we are given the green light. Metro apologizes for the delay.
And listen to the guest list for a big party scene.
Mayor Williams and his wife, Mr. and Mrs. Marion Barry, James Brown, Daryl Green.
Josette Murray Barlow, the artistic director of Shakespeare's Sistah Theater Company, says there's something universal about Shakespeare, and she wants to bring that home to a broader audience.
There's no Elizabethan dress at all, so costumes are very contemporary. There's music from Bob Marley to Drew Hill to Lauryn Hill to Stanley Clarke.
She says she wants the children who come to see this adaptation of Romeo and Juliet to see a reflection of themselves and their own lives.
They're going to see a Juliet that looks like Juliet in their classroom or their neighbor or their friend, and that Romeo looks like the boy down the block, and he's not somebody that they can't associate with right off the bat. I mean, my mission is to make it as accessible as possible. The more accessible it is, the more they will probably read it and learn from it, and the power that I know that's in Shakespeare is going to be transferred over to them.
Read over the volume of young Paris' face and find delight writ there with beauty's pen.
So while they may get a little lost in the language, they know a party when they see one. They even get to participate. And they feel the passion when Romeo and Juliet kiss. Romeo and Juliet is a tragedy that ends with the death of the two lovers. And before the play, Murray Barlow talked to the children about the recent deaths of two Wilson High School sweethearts. Yet another thread connecting the past and the present.
There's a lack of peace in Romeo and Juliet at the end of the play that must be addressed. Why do they take their lives? I want them to walk away knowing that we as adults, the elders in the community, we care, and that there is a culture of violence that has been passed on to them, and I want to pass on a culture of peace.
Shakespeare's Sistah Theater Company is playing at the King Library tonight, and tomorrow they'll perform at the Silver Spring Library, February 26th.
So it has lessons for all time, I think.
The kids seem to get it.
Yeah, yeah. We'll come up next. You think you're getting a good deal.